what are you gonna miss most about each other?
Thank you.
Nothing.
The Summer I Turned Pretty Season 3 is now streaming, but recent rumors suggest that the cast members might not be getting along and are waiting for the show to conclude so they can move on. But is this true, and did something go wrong on set? This video aims to answer it all and set the record straight. It's no longer news that the Summer I Turned Pretty fans are divided between Jeremiah and Conrad. However, there are also strong speculations that the cast, especially Gavin Castellano and Chris Briney, may not get along well on set. So, the cast might just be as divisive as the fans. Most people are excited about the show and never really get into the marketing videos the cast makes for the show. In a few of these promo videos, a bit of tension can be felt between Chris and Gavin. There appears to be a significant difference in their interactions between the show's earlier seasons and Season 3. But then, most people couldn't help but notice that Chris seemed distant from Gavin, despite being close friends with Sean. Chris and Sean undoubtedly have a great time together off-screen, doing fun things, laughing and giggling without holding back, while Gavin isn't indulged as he's left out. The co-stars have worked together for about 5 years, and the awkwardness should have dissolved by the first season. However, it appears to still be present, as fans have noticed. And even though the cast has been a close-knit family since they started working on the show, rumors of possible drama on set began after it was revealed that Gavin didn't invite his cast members to his wedding. People were excited when they saw that Gavin got married on November 12th, 2024, and were looking forward to seeing pictures of the cast members, especially the very close ones, Chris, Lola, Sean, and Rain, at the wedding venue. And as soon as they didn't, they figured there was a problem with why his colleagues wouldn't attend. However, the wedding guest list was never revealed, but it appears to have been a very intimate ceremony with just family and friends in attendance. And on the 24th of the same month, the cast gathered for a panel at the 2024 Teen Vogue Summit, which sparked even more speculation as fans could tell the cast wasn't too busy to attend the wedding, but must have been uninvited not to show up. The cast acted like everything was okay at the panel, with Gavin and Chris complimenting each other. Then Gavin somehow confirmed they weren't at his wedding, saying, "Even just today, we haven't seen each other in a little bit, and you're just so intentional with your questions, and actually wanting to know and not just asking because it's a formality, and that's really cool." And since the wedding was just 12 days before the event, his answer gave it away that his colleagues weren't at his wedding. However, this was never confirmed to be a result of a drama on set or big enough to create one. The rumors got darker after pictures of Gavin and his wife started circulating the internet, with many people posting about how Gavin was allegedly cheating. Screenshots started following their wedding pictures, which showed how Gavin had allegedly been messing around on set with extras, a behavior that began during the filming of Season 1 and continued until he got married. The allegations got even nastier, as many users who claimed to have insider information alleged that Gavin had been unfaithful since he was still dating Larson Thompson. Their breakup was a significant piece of news that was even speculated to have been caused by his growing closeness with his co-star, Lola. However, people also alleged that his unfaithfulness continued even while dating his wife and only hard-launched the relationship after the wedding, knowing the allegations would be revealed with no going back because he would have already been married. One of the fans who claimed to be a local where The Summer I Turned Pretty was filmed also revealed that the alleged rumors were quite widespread in the area, while some other locals disputed this. Despite how crazy all of this is, it was never confirmed. However, many people still firmly believe that this offensive behavior on set, if true, could have contributed to the distance between Gavin and the rest of the cast. The awkwardness between Gavin and the rest of the cast has also been speculated about due to their differing political views. Even though it's also not confirmed, many people believe the rest of the cast aren't as close to Gavin anymore because of his extreme political stance. And this has sparked interest in Gavin's political stance. Gavin is a very religious person from Texas and has been very open about his faith. While that in itself isn't bad, there have been concerns over some of his online activities. Before Twitter's likes became private, a fan went through Gavin's likes and discovered that he's a big fan of Dean Cain, a former NFL player and conservative media personality with depressing political views. Dean Cain's Twitter is reported to be anti-trans, anti-Black Lives Matter, and anti-abortion, among many other things. This makes people worried, knowing that Gavin might be close to Dean, who supports all that. Additionally, people have concluded that the cast members aren't very close again because Gavin is MAGA, who supports the Trump administration, while Chris does not. So Gavin appears quite conservative and Chris seems liberal. Although there may be no bad blood between them due to this, it highlights why they would have had reduced interactions behind the scenes, as their views and goals are not aligned. But there's more. It's also believed that Gavin is on a much different pace than the rest of the cast because he's very active on social media, unlike the other cast members. Also, he finds influencing to be somewhat enjoyable, which has helped him get even closer to the fans as he is spotted randomly. However, Sean once revealed that Gavin is the least likely cast member who can keep a well-guarded secret, such as their location. That means Gavin sometimes leaks the cast's locations, making many of their fans track them down. Even though that might sound cool to the fans who are very fond of this cast and want to meet them, it could also be a great inconvenience for the other people around him who might not fancy him doing that. So that has also been concluded as one of the reasons why Gavin seems so awkward among his colleagues. However, in many of their promotional interviews before the show started airing, the awkwardness between them could have been due to their efforts to control their body language and avoid giving away any spoilers. But that has now backfired because the fans believe the body language they see is a result of an ongoing feud. There are also speculations that Gavin wants to be as close to Chris as the rest of the cast, but for some reason, which are somehow linked to the points discussed earlier, Chris is making that hard to happen. It's also believed that the rest of the cast don't like Gavin but are trying hard to put on a brave face to show everything is okay. With a popular show like this, the cast mustn't distract the fans with any personal drama on set, if there's any, and they could just be acting cool with each other to see this through. The show itself is fairly up to date on this drama, and some fans' interest in expanding on the rumors prompted them to display a disclaimer to prevent people from further damaging the cast's relationship or feelings. On their social media pages, they had to include guidelines that they had never had to use in the past to warn the fans against saying terrible things about the cast. One of the guidelines posted reads, "Cousins is our safe place, everything good, everything magical, let's keep the conversation kind this summer." They added even more guidelines about zero tolerance against hate speech or bullying. The fans were also strongly warned against attacking any cast member, crew member, or other fellow members of the community. And while this resonates with everyone who targets others based on which team they belong to, it was also largely about the recent rumors surrounding the cast of the show, and to ensure The Summer I Turned Pretty remains a comfort series for its viewers. This speculated drama among the cast, combined with the already established feud between Team Jeremiah and Team Conrad, makes it look like the cast is hiding many bad feelings on set just to be done with the series. However, upon revisiting all of these, as we've discussed earlier, none of the speculations appear to be correct, except that the cast members, Chris and Gavin, have different interests, which probably don't encourage them to interact or be as friendly as they used to be. And the only drama that might be ongoing is the one on the screen where Belly must choose between the two brothers or herself.